Secularism and its claims. Why are there not more people talking about the clash between secularism and Tawheed? Secularism is often presented as a neutral and objective worldview. It claims to separate religion from public life, advocating for reason and empirical evidence as the sole basis for societal values and governance. This separation, however, is far from neutral. By sidelining religion, secularism implicitly promotes a materialistic worldview. Secularism prioritizes human reason and often downplays or outright rejects the role of divine revelation. This creates a system where human beings, with all their limitations and flaws, become the ultimate arbiters of truth and morality. Such a system, by its very nature, is prone to instability and moral relativism. Without a firm grounding in something beyond human intellect, secular societies risk drifting towards moral ambiguity. This can manifest in a variety of ways, from shifting social norms to laws that contradict fundamental human values. The pursuit of happiness, often championed by secular thought, becomes a subjective and ever-changing pursuit. In stark contrast to the secular worldview, Islam presents Tawheed, the oneness of Allah, as the foundational principle upon which all aspects of life should be built. Tawheed is not merely an abstract theological concept. It is a way of life. It is the recognition that Allah is the sole creator, sustainer, and sovereign of the universe, and that He alone deserves our worship and obedience. This submission to Allah's authority is not born out of compulsion, but out of love, gratitude, and a deep understanding of our place in creation. It is through this submission that we find true freedom and meaning in life. Tawheed guides us toward a life of purpose, morality, and justice, aligning our actions with the divine will. Living by the principles of Tawheed brings about a sense of peace and harmony. It connects us to something far greater than ourselves, providing a sense of belonging and purpose that transcends the limitations of the material world. One of the most significant points of clash between secularism and Tawheed lies in the realm of law and governance. Secularism advocates for the separation of religion and state, arguing that laws should be based on human reason and consensus rather than religious dictates. While this may sound appealing on the surface, it creates a false dichotomy, implying that human law and divine guidance are inherently incompatible. In reality, Tawheed teaches us that true justice and societal harmony can only be achieved when laws are in alignment with the divine will. Allah, as the creator of humankind, knows what is best for us, and His guidance, as revealed in the Quran and the teachings of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, provides a comprehensive framework for a just and equitable society. Rejecting this divine framework in favor of solely human-made laws is not only a recipe for imbalance, but also a rejection of Allah's authority and wisdom. It elevates human intellect above the divine, leading to systems that may appear just on the surface, but lack a strong moral foundation. The Quran, the revealed word of Allah, directly addresses the dangers of rejecting divine sovereignty in favor of human-made systems. In Surah Yusuf, verse 40, Allah states, "Judgment or hukam belongs to Allah alone. He has commanded that you worship none but Him. That is the straight path, but most of the people do not know." This verse categorically asserts that true authority and the right to legislate belong solely to Allah. By claiming the right to legislate and define morality according to their own whims and desires, human beings, as secularism often promotes, directly contradict this fundamental principle of Islam. This rejection of divine guidance is at the heart of the conflict between secularism and Tawheed. It is a conflict between submitting to the Creator or following the flawed and ever-changing dictates of human desire. The Quran serves as a constant reminder that true peace, justice, and fulfillment can only be found in submission to the will of Allah. Embracing Tawheed in all aspects of life is not simply a matter of religious observance. It is the key to achieving true individual and societal harmony. When we recognize Allah's sovereignty and submit to His will, we open ourselves to a life guided by His infinite wisdom and mercy. This submission is not about blind obedience, but about recognizing our place within the grand tapestry of creation. It is about understanding that our purpose in life is to serve and worship our Creator, and that by doing so, we unlock the path to true fulfillment and happiness. In a world increasingly consumed by materialism, individualism, and moral relativism, the message of Tawheed offers a beacon of hope and guidance. It is a call to return to our true nature, to recognize our Creator, and to live in accordance with His divine plan. It is in this submission that we find true freedom, meaning, and lasting peace. As we come to the end of this journey, let us pause and reflect. The message of Tawheed is not confined to a single moment or a single individual. It is a call that echoes through the ages, resonating in the hearts of those who seek truth. It invites us to rise above the distractions of this world, to reconnect with our Creator, and to align our lives with His divine will. This is a call to action, not just for the individual, but for communities and nations. It is a call to unity, to justice, and to peace under the banner of Allah's guidance. Let us carry this message forward, weaving it into the fabric of our lives and sharing it with those around us. Our journey does not end here. This is only the beginning, a step toward a life of purpose, a life of Tawheed. May we all strive to live in alignment with the truth and find eternal peace through submission to Allah. Together, let us continue to seek knowledge, truth, and the path that leads us to our Creator.